Hey everyone, and welcome to the Defining Your Life podcast, where we focus on living in our purpose, practicing presence, and activating our power in each moment. I'm Marsharelle, your resident pep talk provider, and I invite you to join me as we continue to learn, lift each other up, and strive to level up together. Because we are never finished defining our lives, and it takes a village, so let's build one. Stay tuned for the episode. Hey everyone, I hope that all is well, that you had a great week and you took the opportunity to shift your attention to the things that truly matter and away from some of the things that just aren't that deep. And if you find that you're still struggling with this concept, remember to ask yourself the following. Will this matter in the long haul? What is the long-term impact of what is happening here? Will I have regrets later? Feel free to check out last week's episode if you don't know what I'm talking about here. Just give yourself a minute to get caught up. It won't take long, I promise. So y'all, this is episode 40, the number that was essentially the catalyst for this pod to begin with, the number that signified transition, what I hoped would be a metamorphosis, if you will. And every week isn't easy. Life really does life sometimes, doesn't it? But showing up, especially for yourself, is underrated. And showing up for myself was one lesson that I truly wanted to put into practice this past year. I'd be lying if I said I didn't give myself a pat on the back for showing up consistently for 40 episodes. If you've been listening, you know that I struggle with consistency. And now I have documented evidence that I can be consistent. So let this serve as a reminder to push through for yourself, even when it's not easy. Now I was going to talk about something else today, but in honor of episode 40, I want to take a look back at a few lessons I learned, and I'm still learning over the course of these last 40 episodes. Some I may have mentioned previously, some maybe not yet, but here you go anyway. I don't have a specific number or anything I wanted to share. These are just a few things that were top of mind for me as I took a quick look back at the past 40 episodes. Number one, never give up. If there's something that you want, go after it. Do what it takes. Don't let anyone else manifest things in your life that don't align with what you want. Manifesting for you is your job. Sometimes we hear the words that others speak into our lives and adopt their thoughts for ourselves and cease to recognize that they aren't actually our thoughts. Or maybe you're just feeding yourself negative thoughts because things didn't shape up in the amount of time that you thought they should, or in the way you thought they should, or you were directed by another path. But there's more than one way to get most places. Maybe God wants you to take that road less traveled, even if that road is a little longer. Number two, you're worthy. If you don't believe you're worthy, no one else can convince you. They can pour words of encouragement into you, cheer you on, support all of your efforts and endeavors. If you don't, at a minimum, start believing for yourself, there is nothing that anyone can do to help you get to the point of worthiness. It is your God-given birthright. Claim it and do something great with it. I'm reminding myself as I remind you to not let our greatness remain dormant. What a disappointment to God and the gifts that He's bestowed upon us to let our worthiness just go by the wayside, right? Claim all of that. There's an assuredness, a self-confidence, a strut in your step that results from truly knowing your worth and that it doesn't hinge on anything in particular except that you were blessed with it when you came to be on this planet. When all else fails, lean into that. Lean into the fact that you are worthy and no one can take that away from you. Number 3, attitude is everything. Every day won't be great. That's a given. But you can choose to lead with positivity. If I'm feeling grumpy and I claim that grumpiness when I roll out the bed in the morning, I'm going to carry that grumpy attitude with me all day long. What I've learned is that I have to do my best to start the day right. If I wake up and I'm feeling not so great, I got to get that together before I even get out of the bed, or else it's all downhill from there. I personally find it much harder to get myself together later on in the day once I've sort of like embraced that emotion early on. So I'm sure someone else out there can relate. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. But if you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, try to redirect yourself before you even get up and see if that makes a difference. And remember, you can fake it till you make it. Number 4, words matter. This speaks to the last 2 points and even beyond, like the words we fill our minds with, how we phrase things, how we talk about ourselves to ourselves and to others, all matter. The words that we take in from, content that we consume, it all adds up, right? You repeat something or internalize some words that have been spoken over you enough, whether they're good or bad. Those words get tattooed onto your brain and stay with you for the long haul. And it's difficult to undo once you start to believe it. So think about that specifically in the way you speak to yourself, and combat negative words that come your way by having scriptures, affirmations, and quotes on deck, ready to fight back when the time comes. And finally, number 5, activate. We all have to take action, right? If there's something you want in life, something you want to change, something you want to do, the only way to get it done is to take action. When is the last time something fell into your lap and changed your world? It's not impossible, but it's not a common occurrence. And even if that does happen, right, action on some level will have to succeed that miracle. Nothing moves forward without action. Take it in bite-sized pieces. If needed, one foot in front of the other. Crawl, then walk, then run if you must. But no matter what, take action. I feel like 5 is a good number to stop at, y'all. So I'm going to leave you with that food for thought today. But these reminders can carry us all a long way. I think I started to wilt a little bit in this summer heat, if I'm being honest. So this pick me up is really just a personal pep talk I'm sharing with you all. But really, the whole pod is, that's what the whole pod is, right? These pep talks that I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to myself. So this village really helps me to stay accountable to myself. So thank you for your listenership and helping me to quickly get my train back on the track whenever I start to derail. I appreciate all of you for being on the journey with me. And if there's someone on journey with you who you appreciate, let them know it, right? Words matter, remember? And a few words can go a long way. So give folks some positive words of encouragement to internalize. Don't just leave them with empty space to fill with assumptions about, how they've impacted you or, how they're making a difference. If you appreciate them, let them know. Now I'm going to leave you with a quote from C. Thoth today. Before I ask you to sit with me, I must be able to sit with myself. Before I ask you to accept my pain, I have to accept the pain myself. Before I ask you to love me, I have to be madly in love with myself. Never give up on yourself, y'all. You're worthy. Your attitude is everything, and it will get you where you're going. But where are you trying to go? You got to know that part. Our words matter. So speak life over yourself. There is great power in the tongue. And take action if you want to see change, if you want to level up, or if you simply just want to have a better day. Thanks so much for listening. I hope that what you've heard has been beneficial. If it has, don't forget to share, rate, review, and subscribe. I can't wait to chat with you all again next week. Take care until then.